I'm sorry, but I seem to be having a few technical issues. I do apologize. I hope you will hang around for the rest of the video. So we found it, basically. So, yeah, FDev, in a sense, I've been laughing at us. They've been taking a mickey. In other words, there's literally nothing around here. So you can't jump from one system to another system to another system to another system. There's just no way to get to it. No stars that way, no systems anywhere around here. None. Right? If we go further down, I've already checked. There's no stars down there. And we have to go quite high before we can even get on a level towards Earth. Or Sol. So there's basically no way to get to it. So there must be a gate. There must be a way of jumping into it. A connection. There must be a tunnel or something. A black hole maybe, or I suspect, or I believe, that even with the latest FSD, with the boost, so my Anaconda has got quite a good jump range. If I go out and get the components and boost the FSD, there's no way, even with boosting my FSD, am I going to get to this system, these systems. So now we know. So there must be another way to get in here. There must be another way. But there you have it. We found it. Well, give me another explanation. I've done a search to the left, search to the right. Nothing else like this. We go up. Yeah, we have to go up quite a distance before we start seeing stars. We go down, the same thing. If we go towards the bubble, we have to go quite a considerable distance, and so on like that. I just can't see how anybody gets to this location. So that means that if this is Raxxla, which I do believe it is, in other words, one of these systems contains Raxxla, then what the developers said about one person, and yeah, I can believe that, one person, and probably a developer, has been to this location, because they have to be. They must have been to put Raxxla in there. So yeah, I'm afraid the FDev have been laughing at us. So the only way to know for 100% is to get into these systems, and you're not going to get into these systems. You are just too far. I'm way up here, by the way, and that, you can see how thin the stars are. If we start going in closer, all of a sudden nothing. That's a hell of a distance. Yeah, some stars there. Zoom in a little bit. Still a few stars. Nothing. Oh, there's one. Was that a star? Yeah. There. And that's still, that would still be a huge distance up to that single star that I showed just a minute ago. That is a huge distance. I bet you any money, if you took the best ship you've got with the best FSD, you would never get to this. You would not get to that, these systems. Anyway, like I say, well, stop doing that. We found it. So there must be another way to get into those systems. Wow, see what I mean? Huge distance. Nowhere even close to this. Zoom out a bit. So you can plot it on your oops. Don't know why my map keeps doing that. I must admit I wasn't expecting this. So what other reason would this lot be here? I'm trying to get these systems in so you can check it out on your maps, on your galaxy map. So as I said, no stars surrounding us. Don't even think a fleet carrier could get over to this location. You might even have a problem jumping from one system to the other going by the distance here, which I can't plot because I can't get over to any one of them. Maybe somebody can. If you can, don't forget to post a video. But there you have it. Perfect. So how did I find this place? Well, I followed the clues, and there is quite a few of them. Really. Like I said in some of my other videos, one, how does it start? It starts the jewel on the brow of mother of all galaxies. Well, the jewel would be a white dwarf. right? Common sense. Is a white dwarf because that's what those stars are. They turn into. They're full of carbon and everything. So I'm surprised nobody else knew this. Actually, I feel an idiot, as though, well, I'm not completely stupid, but at the same time, I'm not highly intelligent. It didn't take me 2 minutes to work this out. I worked it out a long time ago. That basically in this area, there must be something. And like I say, I was working by the poem or the song of the what you call it, the Dark Wheel, and that was quite simply the jewel um, on the brow of the mother of all galaxies, right? Mother of all galaxies, Cassiopeia, right? The brow, the bridge, and then what you call it, the other, what was it? The lovers' woe, the parents. What is it? The parents. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But parents' grief, a lover's woe, heart and soul nebula. So Cassiopeia, heart and soul nebula. Basically, you're working backwards. And like I say, when you get to those abandoned settlements or the abandoned, so when you get to the abandoned settlements, just after the heart and soul section,